What's going on, man?
Welcome to Comments Under.
Yeah, the greatest football analysis show from a pool, blow-up pool.
Yeah, halfway underwater.
Halfway in the water. Obviously, it's been a bit of a heat wave in London. We've been enjoying. It's been a bit of a weird time. Poet couldn't make it this week, but we thought, look, let's put an episode out anyway, because what if we don't put one out? It's almost illegal.
Yeah.
It's Comments Under, the greatest football analysis show.
So, as you can see, the garden has changed a little bit from last lockdown. Remember, we did it all the time, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm just laughing the fact that we're doing this in a pool.
In a pool. Well, it is needed, though, because
it feels quite nice. And you look a bit like Wim Hof. No, none of that. But you look a bit like Wim Hof. You know Wim Hof?
No.
The breathing exercise guy. He's really, you should check him out. Like, it's really good. It can sort out, sometimes even disease, stress, etc. Like, really good. He's the Iceman. Check him out, Wim Hof. But anyway, we've got some pre-comments before we go into some football. Not much football, some football. But we'll keep it short and snappy today because, if you've made it even this far, congratulations. Cool. Vuj deserves a trophy for attending Wimbledon and the Euros in one day and still delivering us the great one as to show Serbian work ethic at its finest.
Yes.
Not usually that hard working myself.
No, but that was great.
But when it's something that is just I love, I really want to do, then I'll do it. Yeah. So it was incredible. Then I got ill for like 3-4 days.
Really?
Yeah. But then I came back. But I think even after football sometimes adrenaline goes really high after really big events. And I feel like after, like the day after, sometimes your body just sort of collapses. I think that's what happened to me.
I do that when I have like crazy weekends,
Yeah, and cigarettes too.
Cigarettes not good for you.
And alcohol. Cigarettes, I mean, look.
There is a warning on the package
that says
saying
you might die. But when you're from the Balkans, it's just sort of a part of life,
Yeah.
Can you get electrocuted with this?
Not with that mic, I think.
All right.
Should be fine.
Just checking.
Don't put a toaster in the pool, but.
I'm gonna skip the next one. Something about zooming into things.
Oh yeah. But that's all right.
No, Klopp. No more zooming into back offs.
Bumps.
No more. That's very 1996.
But was it?
No, you can't do that.
But it was fitting with what you were talking about.
Because I said cake.
It was like,
No.
Yeah.
You have a too much ban for that. Spud me.
Yeah.
I agree to the too much ban.
Yeah, I think people enjoyed it though.
Yeah, but
it's
still.
all for the show.
I hear you, but
it's all for the show.
Can't do that. Too much ban. So you got too much ban.
I'm born in the 80s though. I'm born in the 80s, grown up in the 90s.
Do that, bro.
I like Chevy Chase and Lampoon holiday movies, really on PC.
No.
And
I agree, but can't do that.
Yeah,
all right, next one. Mandem Gold Cup starts today. It's coming yard. Jamaica playing in the Gold Cup.
Oh,
yeah. God bless Saka, Sancho and Rashford, plus God save Raheem and King Novak. #Serbia. I better believe that England didn't win, not out of spite. It's just that the whole world would never hear the end of it. And I kind of agree. I think the world would have arguably ended. I think England would have collapsed if England won the Euros. I feel like we've had a post. I don't know how you feel. I feel like I've had like a post Euros come down.
Yeah, definitely.
I just took a lot. I don't take drugs, but like apart from like caffeine and nicotine, but I mean like hardcore stuff. When you have a come down, like you took so much. You were just on acid and MD for like a month.
We worked hard as well.
And
we were working 2-3
were
times a week on this and then everything
quite
else
active.
and this and that.
And then it was it would have been too much if England won it. Pulled up to Wembley and it was like Mordor, and it really was like Mordor. I think all the videos started coming out as well of everybody breaking into the stadium. Yeah, it felt unsafe. I clutched my handbag, like getting into the stadium.
Breaking down the black gates.
The black gates, like everything, like just going through like the COVID test centres and
Yeah. When we're talking about King Raheem and stuff, we need to give a shout out to Ellis.
Shout out Ellis for the King Raheem t-shirts. Here's the link in the description below.
Today, actually, things will appear when I
think
put
it's
my hand up.
qualities.com, I believe, is the website. But we'll put a link in the description, or we might not, because sometimes we never actually do.
Last time I found I did, here's my Instagram, and it didn't appear.
We are the best.
To put it in,
Greatest one has the show, but also the best worst channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like it's
we
incredible.
have had thumbnails done during the Euros.
I like that we kind of don't have thumbnails. It kind of makes it
mad
mad organic.
No thumbnails. We're not making.
Like,
no
to watch this
effort.
show, you have to be a bit of a maniac.
Yeah.
Because it's against pretty much, just doesn't go with anything that's on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
I think a certain IQ level as well.
Yeah, true. We have, I think, weirdly enough, I think our audience actually has, ironically, like a higher IQ than most audiences.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
There's so much information. Like literally, if you say something wrong, they get you.
Yeah.
Apparently, last episode I said what if England meets a country like...
It's actually true.
No, what was it? What did I say last episode? Meet a South American country.
Uruguay, Argentina, yeah.
Yeah, and they won like the World Cup twice, the Cup in America like 8 times or 6 times.
And you were like, they were like, nope.
Yeah, so that was wrong.
We've got real fact checkers. Yeah. Our audience are actual fact checkers.
Yeah, and I appreciate you calling me out.
Because you know that...
It's an L, it's an L.
No, it's an L.
I take it.
Like actual fact checkers aren't even fact checkers because the fact checkers that are online are actually in contract with big media companies anyway. So how are you going to be... Do you know what I'm saying? Are you even not biased? You technically are because you're being employed by the actual company. So, do you know what I mean? It's like, are fact checkers even fact checkers? Fact check the fact checkers. Shout out to Green Tea Peng, the name of our album. But look, let's just go, how are you feeling post-Euros? Have you had a calm down? That's what I want to talk about. Like, are you feeling okay? Do you think it would have been bad if England actually won it? Yeah, how do you feel, man? Like, yeah, just let us know how you feel. Like this video if you can be asked.
But this is the last episode we talked about the Euros. Right?
Yeah, definitely. Not too much talk. I actually just wanted to mention a few people. And this is the main guy I wanted to mention because someone put a comment. A man drank 20 beers, snorted coke, shoved a lit flare up his ass and strolled into Wembley. This was not mentioned once this episode. That being said, I must say I'm very disappointed. Terry Christensen, we don't want to disappoint you, so we are using your comment. And I just wanted to big up this guy, man, because, maybe I shouldn't big him up because what he done was ludicrous, but I feel like he kind of encapsulates the last 2 years we've had. It has been a bit apocalyptic, and I found out that apocalypse actually means lifting of the veil. So apocalypse doesn't mean necessarily the end of the world, but the lifting of things that weren't previously true, and perhaps the creation of a new world. So do you know what I'm saying? Apocalypse doesn't have to be so dramatic and bad, but this is very apocalyptic from this man. And I think it's unfair that James Hockaday from the Metro called him an idiot. But anyway, this man drank 20 ciders, snorted coke, put a flare up his backside, then stored Wembley. And they actually interviewed him in a paper that shall not be named, but it's something that's shining on me right now. But let's not name the paper. Yeah. He said, I'd been on the piss since 8:30 in the morning and had at least 20 cans of Strongbow. It was the biggest day of my life. There was no rules that day. He actually says there was no rules that day. Right. Shout out to Specs Gonzalez. Big fan of the show. All I know is that I loved it all. I was off my face and I loved every minute. Perry said he was initially stopped and thrown out of Wembley, but he succeeded a second time with removing his jumper. And I don't know, what's the point of putting this in? A 545 Louis Vuitton bucket hat. Like, you as a journalist, why are you even including that? You are definitely bitter that he has a Louis Vuitton bucket hat. He says he went to a different steward and gave him a little backhander at the COVID test resort and match ticket area. Perry then says he was waved through, and it says he gave another £100 to go behind someone throughout the turnstiles. Insisting he has no regrets, he said, my mates and I had one of the best 6 weeks of our lives. See you in Qatar. I mean, poetry in motion. Yeah. That is a man.
Interview. Journalism at its
why should... look, I don't agree necessarily, with violence, etc., but why should the working class man live, to all these rules when we have all these politicians anyway?
Who doesn't follow the rules?
Who doesn't follow any rules? G5 meetings, no one's doing no social distancing. Cameras come on, masks on. Cameras off, masks off.
Like crazy, having that warship in the bay, helicopters overhead, constantly.
You absolute hypocrites. So you know what? I think this man is an angel in comparison to the psychopaths that rule us.
I do.
For example, even the other day, they said, they said at the beginning of this whole pandemic thing, or pandemic, depending on how you wanna gauge what's going on, and they said no vaccine passports. Well, I shouldn't actually say that word because they'll probably bleep this out of the video, but no V passports, right? Yeah. 2 days ago, the same people going, you know what? If you want to get into a club, you're gonna need a thing, which is basically a V passport. Yeah. And then what I liked, it's so intense. What they did was they went, what did they say again? They went, clubs and other venues which we deem as potentially dangerous and enclosed. So that could be pubs, that could be football games, that could be so many things. So you know what?
But not horse races or polo matches.
Or Wimbledon. I went to Wimbledon and you can't do a negative test anymore. So you know what? I think this man here should be Prime Minister. I think I'd rather have him for Prime Minister than Boris Johnson, personally.
I think most people would.
You know what I mean, man? Stop judging the common working class man.
Mr. Cummings definitely want. He wanted to get rid of him.
James Hockaday, journalist, get off your high horse, man. Jump in a pool, have a little swim around. Do you know what I mean?
Do you really believe that there was a real Louis Vuitton hat?
And do you exactly? And just put a flare up your bum. Put a flare up your bum. Try it, bruv. Get with the homies. Lips them. Do something which makes you feel something. Anyway, let us know. Am I wrong in my analysis in the Great Football Analysis Show, or am I right?
No, you can't be wrong.
I can
It's
be.
your opinion.
True. I guess, do you feel my analysis here was great or poor?
Yeah, everyone's allowed an opinion, don't they?
But, Klopp, there's been many transfers
Yeah.
and
There's
stuff
been some transfer. Ben White to Arsenal.
for £50 million.
Yeah, and apparently Brighton and Hove are now buying Williams from Liverpool.
Yes. And also,
business.
Klopp, I wanted to tell you something. Arsenal spent 180 million on Partey, Pepe, the meme, and Ben White. Is that a bit of an L? Is it just
Time will tell.
Is it just an apocalyptic time?
Time will tell. People said that Luis Suarez was a flop the first season in Liverpool. And the same with Coutinho.
Can't believe we're in a pool.
Proved a bit wrong. So the first season can be hard in the Premier League. We'll see. This season will be a proper tell. And if jet black hair is out, or he's going to go grey.
Yeah,
like
I wonder if Poet's happy. Yeah, I mean, he's a good defender, Ben White. Modern defender, good on the ball.
Yeah.
But 50, I mean, I know, inflation, Bitcoin, Ethereum, gas prices, things are going up, apocalyptic. But JPEGs getting sold, NFTs, like 50 mil. But look, I don't know. Maybe he is. Let us know if Arsenal have collected an L or a W. But a team which is, I would say, signing potentially better players. Varane, Man United.
Wow.
And Sancho. Man United obviously looking like it's definitely confirmed.
That looks like signing.
They're big, and they're a bigger club. They're obviously a bigger club that are attracting bigger players.
But see what Paul thinks about Ole. I think that'd be interesting.
Yeah, Monday we're going to see what Poet's thoughts are about this. But do you think United can challenge for the league? I think they can.
They should.
They should.
They should.
True.
But
can they?
Yeah, well.
I think they will.
Cavani's staying. He's turning out to be a great super sub, a little bit like Ole. So I think that'd be well interesting.
I think
good to have some.
I kind of, in the weirdest way, obviously you guys know there's no rules. I'm a football fan. I want United to win the league because I like Pogba, I like Sancho. I'm just a football fan. You know what I mean? Obviously, I love Liverpool. I love United.
To play like he plays for France. It's like.
He has moments at United. He has moments.
Yeah.
And he got criticised at France a lot this last Euros. It's a shame, but.
Why about the transfers? Is Messi leaving? Is he not? Is that a story?
That's not a story. I think they're going to. But I wanted to just.
Everyone's got a free transfer. Apparently, they have to get rid of all the other players, so they only have Messi left to pay his wages.
So just Messi by himself.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to bring up the shirts of United and Arsenal. I think they're a little bit of an L. I think the Arsenal shirt looks like the Ajax shirt.
Yep.
And I think the United shirt is actually quite classy, but TeamViewer as a sponsor.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like Skype, but TeamViewer. People can basically view your laptop. It's basically hackers use it to get into your computer. So
is that when you get someone from India calling and say, "Oh, we're here to help you"?
My guy, sometimes I get that, and then he says his name is James.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think your name is James. Just not even on a stereotype thing. I just don't.
If I have time on my hands, I'll keep them on the line for a long time.
Just have a little chat.
I'm installing the spyware and everything.
But what's annoying? But now they're actually real companies are outsourcing calls to call centers around the world. Highly frustrating as a customer of certain institutions, where you can't even talk to anyone that perhaps is local, or you can go and talk to them face to face. Like in the bank, they're like, "Yeah, just call this call center," and you're like, "But how do they know my case?" It's just they're just following guidelines that you give them. It's sad. Script. Sad situation. But let us know about the shirts, L or not an L. Klopp. There's something happening at Everton.
Oh yeah.
But I think we'll steer clear from that for now.
Yeah.
Until it's confirmed. I think everybody knows things are happening potentially at Everton, which are a bit Adam Johnson-ish. Yeah. And maybe we mention it on Monday.
Are we not talking Benitez? We're talking other things.
No, other thing. But let's go Benitez.
Yeah, Benitez. Great. He loves Liverpool City.
He loves it.
He lives there. He moved there. Can't believe a Spaniard would move and live there with his whole family.
He's brilliant.
His family would be really nice. He must have some nice friends. He loves Liverpool, and now he's going to help the other Liverpool club. And Everton should be happy they got him, just because he, as a football players, play for clubs they don't support.
Yeah, I think he's
opponents of the clubs they support.
He can be a bit of a frustrating manager. I remember at Liverpool, sometimes the football we played wasn't to my liking. It wasn't Klopp-like, shall I say?
No,
But he won cups. He's obviously
Jesus Christ, the Champions League.
Champions
that must
League
been the poorest
final
starting
and
11 that ever won the Champions League. If you go player for player.
so that means potentially Everton, who arguably have quite I'd say average side,
Should go
maybe
quite well.
could do quite well, get them in their top 5, top 6, and his signings so far. Andros Townsend, who it feels like he's played for Everton before, and Damari Gray. They're really Everton players, both quite quick. They obviously want more pace on the flanks. Richarlison apparently is staying because Benitez says that he has to give something back to Everton before leaving. So,
Wow.
yeah,
Love it.
it's just, it feels a bit,
They're that cup side. They could win the FA Cup.
feels a bit,
They could win the FA Cup though.
like they're good players, but they're quick. Do you know what I mean? I'm not, Valvada, do you know what I mean?
Richarlison can score goals. So
Good players, quick,
Put it in the box. The man can head. The man can jump.
good IQ. Top 10, they'll play in a top 10 team.
Yeah. But I'm just saying they can win the league. No, a cup. I mean, not the league.
Yeah, like a Carling, the Caribbean Cup,
Yeah.
the Gold Cup.
He starts for Brazil, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, Richarlison's a good player, man. Yeah, I really like him. Well, I predict like a top 8 finish. I'll give him a top 8. Looking like exciting times at Everton. Not maybe exciting football-wise. Changes are happening. Maybe not off the pitch. It's not as. But let us know what you think about Everton and their signings. And Benitez, will he do well there? Then we got Kane. Apparently, the switch to Man City is dead in the water. Apparently, and these are the 2 big talking points I think for Monday if any things happen. And Haaland, look, he's still being chased by Chelsea, but nothing's been confirmed yet.
Tottenham's so boring to talk about.
They are, but I'm sorry, their away kit, the Galaxy one, which I've got there.
Oh yeah.
Look at it, it's like the Galaxies. It's bloody incredible. I love it.
Talked about the new Arsenal documentary Amazon did.
Oh my god, and Arsenal doing a new documentary. This season is starting this season,
Oh, is it?
and they've already
Pre-season they lost.
they lost to Rangers.
No,
2-2 against Rangers.
2-2 against Rangers. They lost. Arsenal's pre-season has been. Now we'll let Poet speak about this. We'll analyze it. We'll save this for Poet. Horrible. But shout out to Spurs' away kit, the Galaxy one. It looks absolutely incredible. I'll be buying that or trying to influence it somehow. Inter with their snake kit. Some good kits. Obviously, Giroud signed for AC Milan. My doppelganger / beautiful French brother. And I love the Ajax kit with their old badge. It's blood. It's just kits everywhere. And you know what?
Send us some.
Send us some kits, guys. But also,
Adidas.
Klopp, I'm trying to stay off the materialism, but it's so difficult.
Yeah. I'm
So I'm just like, I'm trying to be on this path, not be led by my desires as much, my monkey brain desires. What do you call it? The frontal cortex. The chimp brain they call it, chimp brain, and the lizard brain.
one shit.
Yeah, I'm just on one today.
I buy a lot of stuff. I buy stuff.
I don't buy a lot of shit, but just football shirts is
It's a weakness.
my weak point. Yeah.
That and women.
Yeah, and if I had cigarettes and football shirts and tennis, sporting events, apocalyptic sporting events.
Shall we talk a little bit Liverpool?
Yeah. Go on, what are you going to say about Liverpool?
Konat's played his first game. Van Dijk's back.
Nice.
Gomez is back.
Nice.
And that means those defenders who stepped in will go. Henderson's apparently contract negotiation is stalling.
Ooh.
And they're afraid it's going to be another one of those Wijnaldum things.
Oh.
We've got 2 seasons left, so we're not panicking yet.
Okay.
What else happened at Liverpool? Klopp got a nice tan. He's obviously been...
Nice holiday.
chilling.
Yeah. Nice.
What's happening on the camera here while there is...
Your mic's very low.
Oh yeah, don't worry.
Okay.
We can fix that tomorrow.
Okay. So
Got anything today?
Liverpool sounds good. Edit it whenever you want, mate.
Yeah, I think Liverpool sounds good.
No rules. Put it out
They are
tomorrow.
going to buy a striker. It'd be just exciting who they got negotiating in the background.
Me and you.
Yeah, I think fun. And if anyone can get us an interview with Klopp, we'll do that.
Mate, you can do it.
Yeah,
You look like him.
I think that'll be fun.
I think we need to amp up our YouTube production and content output, and then maybe we can get that somehow.
Oh yeah, and shout out to all you hustlers out there. as soon as I said that some kits were not picked up,
Yeah.
I was getting bare DMs.
Where's my kit?
Even people in Norway texting me in Norwegian. It was like, look, I'll take that Morocco kit. I'll take that.
Look, there's no kit giveaway this week, but we obviously are going to confirm the winner.
All right, just check out my Instagram coming up here.
Nice. And mine's
I'll
here.
do some kitways. The kits that hasn't been picked up, I will do giveaway on my Insta, and on Potent Boots Insta, and
Okay.
on Puma. Why not? They haven't been picked up, so we might as well
Fair.
give them away to somebody else.
Fair.
But I can't just give it just because you sent me a DM. You have to do
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Well, we got some comments. Some more comments.
More comments.
Yeah, just a couple more. We got when you always make it to the part when they say if you've made it this far, #Serbia. I was going to give him the Serbia kit from last week.
All right. Yeah.
So giveaway this week, Jan Ryo wins it. And I also wanted to give this guy one as well, because obviously these guys make it this far, so they should claim their kits.
Yeah.
Daniel Gedda says, I always enjoy the casual convo you like having on these episodes and feel special weird when the man them say if you've made it this far. So you two will get a kit. Serbia and probably Serbia, or if not, we'll send you another one.
We'll find something in the box.
So Daniel
DM.
Gedda and Juan Rayo. You just got to prove to Klopp that it's you. Leave a comment this week, DM him, and get your
Yeah,
kits.
send a screenshot.
And we got one question here from Liam who says, important question for Vuj. Will Sheffield United be your adopted team in the Championship next season with Big Slavisha Jokanovic in charge of the Revolution? Liam, yes, I will be backing all the Serbian athletes, which means Sheffield United, which also means Reading, because Paunovic is their coach. And at Reading, Dejan Tetek, he's a Serbian youngster, plays for Reading. So backing them too. Yeah, and he was actually at the Wimbledon game.
Oh yeah.
Reading youth player, yeah, and then I didn't know it was him, and then we DM'd each other, and I was oh shit, it's Tetek from Reading. So yeah,
Hit us up today. We're doing a show with you.
yeah, and we got a really big comment here about Fahim Musa. Hey gents, I hope all is well. Can you please give a special mention to all the brothers and sisters watching from South Africa? It's been a very couple tough days on this side of the world, and he explains the situation, which you can read up on.
Plundering and stuff. Actually,
yeah.
South Africans are quite cool.
They're great people, man.
To do like a
We got a great
Saturday afternoon to be like their
a Liverpool representative.
yeah, no, a host. Yeah, they're like, can you be our celebrity on our WhatsApp group chat?
Bless them.
Niche.
No, they're niche, very niche. Now, shout out to the South African fan base. You guys are absolute legends.
Shout out to the 3 people that recognise me on the street.
Yeah, and unfortunately says that racial tensions between the Indians and Zulus has now escalated. If only we could just put our beautiful country in a bowl of rice and we have a nice. Love the work, gents. Well, my friend, stay safe. All our South African audience, I hope you're well, safe. Sending you love, prayers, and I hope the situation improves. I was really fun in the pool.
Oh, I love it's cool. Oh, God.
How much are we filmed for? 22?
22.
Wow,
I got it right.
Man, it's back on it.
I'm back. Hat trick.
Back on
Hat trick
it.
hero.
From the pool, in the garden.
I thank you for watching. Have a nice. Leave a like if you made it this far. Shout out to Klopp's pool. Very beautiful pool.
Take care.
It's fucking awesome, bruv. And we'll see you guys on Monday. Thank you for if you made it this far. Genuinely, thank you so much because
Peace and love.
it's a weird show. Peace and love. Have a nice.